Hello, this is Postdoc Chronicles, week number 87. So this will be a fast one. Before we talk about anything, let me feature the game that you see right there on the reflection. This one is a new game from the Nintendo Switch called One Step from Eden. So if you've played like Mega Man Battle Network, where you have a fast-paced grid-based battle system, you have like two 3x3 grids. In this case, in this game, One Step from Eden, it's two 4x4. So basically, you have 16 times 2, 32 squares that you can move around, and it's that plus the mechanic of Slay the Spire. So every like run, it's randomized. You have a set of cards that are also randomized that can do a lot of stuff. Anima attacks, elemental attacks, and different. You can do different things on the grid and stuff. So if you know the gameplay of Mega Man Battle Network, which is very good. I've played that series to death on the Game Boy Advance. Then you're familiar with this One Step from Eden. In fact, it's in there, like in most descriptions, it's described as Mega Man Battle Network meets Slay the Spire. This one though is a bit fast paced. It reminds you of like a bullet hell game. You need to dodge a lot, and then you need to familiarize with the pattern. You do have like a generic attack, like a basic attack that does very low damage, but the crux of your attack will be comprised of your different cards that you get that will be shuffled every run. So it's very tactical, it's very fast paced. So if you want like Slay the Spire but a little actiony, then check out One Step from Eden. So Slay the Spire is very it's a bit slow, but in a good way. It's because it's very tactical. You have time to think here. While thinking for tactics, you also have to be moving. So if you're not into that, then Slay the Spire is for you. But if you want like Slay the Spire but on adrenaline, then that's One Step from Eden. But anyway, in South Africa, the lockdown was initially up to April 16. Now it's extended until April 30, the last day of April, because as you can see, before they initiated the lockdown, the rate of increase of the infection is it's really exponential, so it's very fast. But right now, when they started the lockdown, it became linear. So when I saw the live coverage of them announcing the lockdown, they really said that the lockdown had been effective in slowing down the rate of increase, because now it's linear as opposed to exponential. So that means the rate of increase is slower. So currently we are now at like 2,000. So the rate of like increase in South Africa, like compared to like what do you call this, when it was like in the first days, first a few weeks of March, the rate of increase compared to when the lockdown was initiated, it was really effective. So so those are the relevant plots right there. So right now it's extended. So my supplies is running out. So good thing Deepak showed me this app, that I can order groceries online. So I did that like last Thursday, and my supplies would arrive like this Tuesday and this Monday. I'll be having like different set of order. But anyway, to Postdoc, so what have I done? So far I was able to obtain plots in my qualification tasks for so that I can compare 3.301 and 244 versions of Pythia 8. So I was able to like generate the Dijet soft QCD Dijet events, like 1 million events each, and then I have some corresponding plots for those Dijets for the different versions of Pythia. Right now I'm doing Drellian to EE. So because they're like in the list of my qualification tasks, some of the things that I need to be doing. So this is basically the list of my tasks for qualification tasks. So there's my name right there, to show that I'm the one assigned to this one. So one of the main things that I need to do is I also need to do the different shower modes. So I haven't done this yet. So the thing that I've been doing so far is this one, comparing 8.3 versus the old 8.244, and see if there are like significant difference in the plots. And then after that, I'm gonna play around with the new feature of the Pythia H, which is the Dire and Vincia shower models. Let me see if I can find them here, the description of those new shower model. So basically this one, yeah, the parton shower model, they have the new one, Vincia, and shower with the new physics attributed to them. Okay, and also in our MUED project, so I was finally able, so this one, so I've been doing the power versus wimpy plots, you know, of using just the pure shower without matching, and we expect there to have an uncertainty. Before I couldn't get it, you know, like these two plots are almost the same, and it turns out the reason why, and you know, Jong and I really had to dig deep into the MUED implementation of these guys who wrote the code when they applied it to Pythia 8. The reason is that the factorization scale that they actually used is, it turns out that the value is such that when you use power and wimpy settings, they're almost the same, you know, because this power and wimpy settings, the power is based on the kinematic limit, so usually like the sum of the masses, and then the wimpy scale is based on the factorization scale. It turns out that their chosen value in their chosen benchmark points, these two are almost the same. So what we did, Jong and I look at some additional options in space like showers, so that we can make these factorization scales a little bit different. So factorization scale, basically qualitatively, it's like what divides in a particular collision event. A factorization scale is something that divides the soft scale and the hard scale physics, and basically the name comes from the fact that, you know, these cross sections basically factorize when you consider your, for example, your matrix elements. So instead of like having to consider the whole thing, you can focus on the hard event, you can focus on the soft event because of this factorization feature. So now that we were able to do that, then I can proceed with you know, with the what they call this, the scan of the parameters that constrains MUED, which is the inverse R and then lambda times R, and then after I'm gonna do that, then I can begin writing the paper. And then also in the multi-Higgs, yeah, we're still in the part of editing the paper. So as you can see, because of the referee, there are like a lot of changes on the paper. But yeah, this is after the editing is done, then we will be replying to the referee. So the referee really did give some very nice comments. So as you can see, those colored text right there, those are the changes that we made on the text. But yeah, should this, after we've submitted it, again, hopefully, I mean, after we give a reply, hopefully this month, then hopefully it gets accepted, you know. So this will be like my next paper in particle physics, and then I'm gonna write the MUED one. But anyway, yeah, this will be a short one because again, I'm gonna begin setting up the MUED setup for the scan of the lambda R and R inverse parameter. But anyway, this has been Postdoc Chronicles, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.